So, dude,
Sorry about that.
just getting things reset up here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Been better.
Yeah. Yeah. You're on that too, man. Sometimes, man.
How's the wrist?
Doing pretty good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's getting there. Actually, it's
A lot better. I remember you were telling me, like, oh my god.
yeah,
So much, right?
dude. Yeah, now it's the. Come on. Where is it? There it is. Now it's not hurting so bad. The only pain that I'm really feeling is from the surgery.
Okay.
So on that end, I mean, it's I can deal with that.
Right.
That's not that bad. Oh yeah. Holy cow, come on. This thing's I'm getting quicker with it. I'm getting quicker. I'm
Mixing out the trays and shit?
yeah. I've got 3 of them up right at the moment, and I've got it set up the system where, like right now, all I have to do is this. I have the chat for my Facebook right there. I have chat for Twitch right there.
Right on, dude.
I have YouTube right there, and I have a live image right here, and I have the viewer count right here. So I think we're doing good.
The other day,
16.
I think it was yesterday, I was like scrolling on YouTube and then it popped up, MJ Wall. I was like, I watched it, I was like, ooh, the cover up on the wrist.
Oh yeah,
I was watching that for a minute and I was like, oh man.
Oh dude, let's keep.
I was curious
I'm
on
gonna
what
turn
that
you just
was.
a little bit here, just a little bit, right about there. Perfect, sweet. That way I can get to this.
I threw some lotion on her.
Oh dude,
It always fades.
Oh, all right.
But yeah, so I was thinking the shoulder.
Well, I want to touch all this up first and foremost.
Right.
I did whether you wanted to add anything else
No, I
or
did
not
too.
to it. Okay.
I added the dub just because it was like I want something new, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
No, I meant today. Whether you wanted something new or not, I wanted to touch up this.
Did you get a call about anybody? I gave a couple people your business card.
Okay.
Because they were like, oh my god, that looks so good. And I was like, hey, here you go.
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I was just wondering if you got follow backs.
Sometimes it just takes time. It just takes time, you know.
Yeah.
And
But mad compliments, man.
oh, dude.
And I'm like, thanks, man.
Heck yeah.
But, I mean, shit. Obviously, yeah, still the clock, but that's not right now. But
Yeah. Let's.
I'm still thinking about like what we could do on the under. I just don't know what to do. Because it'd be in like 3 roasters, right? And then the dub. The dub is perfect. All this is perfect too, but I'm just like,
Okay.
I'm trying to think of like ideas of what we could do, right?
Well, you already have the idea of the clock being down here.
Yeah.
Maybe an hourglass or something up in there.
Right, like right here on the.
Yeah. Now, what are you thinking on the clock?
I don't know, maybe 4.
Okay.
Maybe.
If my suggestion would be, okay, either do like the clock up here and an hourglass down here on top, and you could do it, you know, curved and everything else, and then we could worry about what's going to go on the backside. But kind of the reverse. Actually, it should be the hourglass up here, dripping down with sand coming down, and that there we go. All right.
Fucking nay.
All
This
right.
is why I ask questions.
Hey, no, I mean
That would be good, yeah. Sour gland. Or sour glass. Sorry. I'm stumbling.
It's all good, man.
I like that. That'd be really.
All right. Let's get this puppy all looking up to snuff with everything else here.
That's why I was looking at her. I was like, oh man, she's Miss Cream. And she's beautiful.
Yeah.
That sounds dope. I like that idea. Hourglass dripping down into a clock.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the sands of time, right? Ooh. Okay, so sands of time.
Oh. Sand Master.
Now we have the dove, right? You know, I mean, okay, so let's see what can kind of go along with that. Let me get my ink board here and get my stuff set up here.
Oh, that's new.
What is it? Oh, El Pato there. Mr. El Pato.
That's good.
Pero solo habla español. No se habla inglés. Señor El Pato solo habla español.
I get it.
Sorry, man.
You good, man. That's fucking cool.
All right, Mr. El Pato. Senor El Pato.
You got the junior or not?
Yeah. I think Mama got shot too. I think she's hanging on the other wall. Sorry. I couldn't resist that one, man. Oh, jeez. We're horrible. We're horrible. Nah, you needed a good laugh.
I did.
Absolutely. But no matter what, man, no matter what, it's important to show up for yourself.
Of course.
And the reason being is even when we don't feel like it and feel self-destructive, we still have to show up for ourselves because those who love us may need us in their darkest moments too. So we show up for ourselves.
As much as we can.
No, absolutely, no. But that's, that's the responsibility.
I've been doing
we have.
great. I mean, I think I did, or have been. But
And it's okay to not be okay. It's okay not to be okay at times. But it's not okay to not show up for yourself. That's...
it's unaccountable.
Well, it's allowing the past to dictate our future. When we do that, and I'm guilty of it too, man. It just, I get down. I get down. Shit, it's next Tuesday, not this Tuesday, but the next Tuesday. 2 years since I lost my brother. Yeah, I get it, man. And I know what you're going through too. So when I say it hits me in the feels too. Oh, I understand it. No, it's
I'm tough for the right reasons, but I have self-reflected after that. But at the same time, it's still the anger. It's the
well, there's still more.
it's
Well, there's still the mourning of the loss too, man. You can't deny yourself that either. And it's because it is. I mean, that's.
I just feel like a lot of us are just trying to push it away, like it didn't happen.
Everybody will deal with it in their own way,
Yeah.
and we can't judge them for what they're going through because we don't know what their mental capacity is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this because you know I don't. If I didn't think that your mental capacity wasn't able,
Oh no,
you know, and it's
I'm a stoic in ways.
you know, you're a lawyer. You know, you survived many battles.
So I am.
And you will the rest of your life.
For sure.
No.
Glad I didn't take the easy road out, you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you didn't either. I'd be sitting in my chair right now.
Sure. Same.
Very grateful for you in my life, man. Beyond doing some cool tattoos on you.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm grateful as well. Like, glad, you know. Like to put my thoughts into it. Figure that out first. I've been getting tests.
Yeah.
Still struggle, you know. We're all there, but
Yeah.
I haven't done anything crazy. I'm grateful. Actually got into contact with my dad.
Wow.
I haven't talked to him in what? Told you about like 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
How'd that go?
Well,
If you don't mind me asking.
this is why I was late today. I know I told you 12:45, but I meant to be here by that. No, he called me up. We talked. It was a good talk, you know. Mind you, I was like really shit talking to him through text. Trying to get a response, you know what I mean?
Sure.
But finally, yeah, he finally reached out and now we're talking and that initial talk was really good. There was no shit talk, nothing like that. Actually, he said that he's actually like, grateful that, you know, we're reconnecting again. I took that to heart because that's all I wanted. Also, just being there for my younger brother. You know? Yeah, it was good though. I'm not gonna. Today was a good day. I'm happy.
Yeah. Glad for you.
But we'll go from there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. He's not perfect either, you know, and just like yourself, you know, going through, you know, searching for answers and just like myself doing the same, you know. I'll be doing it till I take my last breath. You know, and the mistakes he's made in life. You know, it's the same mistakes we all make.
Well, I was like more or less of setting my feelings aside to understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because now, as a kid, you don't understand all that. But when you get older, you realize, oh,
he was just a kid himself.
Yep.
I mean, and it just.
That's what I'm like. I'm the bad, you know. But I was shit talking.
Absolutely, that was the trauma speaking. You know, that was the trauma speaking. That hurt child, man. It's real. The emotions are real, man. Absolutely, the emotions are real.
He told me that he was like, don't worry about it. I understand. And I was like, me thinking we wouldn't, you know. We did. You know, I woke up the day that I was like talking to him, hating what I said, you know, but you know, the beer field and all that. But he's like, you know what? Took a minute, I'm not gonna lie. But he responded. That I'm grateful for. Because that's all I wanted, you know? I just wanted a conversation. So we're going from there. I'm happy.
One step at a time.
Like right now, I couldn't be more happier. You know what I mean? That's it.
I pray, man, that there's healing for you both through this.
I think so. The talk we had was, like I said, I can't even say it was great.
More than I'd love to see that healed, man.
I didn't want to, more or less, I expressed myself to him being like, hey, I want to know my dad before, you know, time catches up, bro, before I don't have the time to. So, it meant a lot to me. It meant a lot. It was good. Whether we can stem off and have a new relationship, that'd be great, but you know, we'll find out.
Yeah, it's going to depend on both, you know, both of you willing to do that and to accept, you know, where you're both at with it, you know, and open to the discussions of, you know, things like that. Listen, you know, I've been hurt my whole life over this.
That's what I expressed it to. So that's why it's like,
Wow.
it's more, trust me, when I said I did my shit talking, oh my god, I did.
Well, no, I mean, if you expressed your emotions, man, then that wasn't shit talking. That was being brave,
And
dude.
that's what I had to readdress him, because he was like, the reason why he didn't respond was because I was disrespectful, and I was like, look, Craig, you don't know what I feel. And I think the only reason he called me today is because the woman he is with now read all of the texts that I said. And they were, I'm not gonna lie, they weren't nice.
Well, I mean,
But she clarified that my feelings were justified. I don't know whether to thank the woman that's in my father's life that made him talk to me, or maybe it's his own intuition of wanting to. So I'll take it for what it is. We're talking, and I'm happy.
just give that heart of gratitude out into the out. Just put it out. Wherever you feel it needs to go, put that gratitude out, and
That's why I
that's going to
apologize.
change things.
I apologize for the shit talk I said to him. It wasn't right, man, but I wasn't in the right state of mind either, right?
Well,
It's
sure,
been
no.
15, 16 years.
Dude, you were hurt. All of a sudden, he's out of your life. Damn. Yeah, absolutely. You know, and yeah, he made some bad decisions. Will he continue? That's where you got to put up your healthy boundaries and be like, okay, well, the potential is there for it, and so you know, you got to protect your heart first and foremost. You know, and knowing that potential is there, just as much as you have the potential to, you know, revert back to old emotions too, and hold resentment. You know, I mean, it's there. But learning to forgive. One, learning to forgive yourself, you know, over the times that you do fail and hold on to resentment that doesn't serve you one bit.
That was my biggest part, I think. regardless of all the what's it called?
Yeah.
There was still underlining messages, like more or less of this is not really how I feel, but I'm taking it out. You know what I mean?
Sure, you want to express how you feel about it. I mean, you want to validate it that, hey, man, this is, understand. I'm hurt, and you have every right to express it. But it's always best to do it with the heart of understanding of, okay, well, he made some bad choices, and he has a right to find forgiveness too. You can forgive without having him in your life, so that's more up to him. It sounds like you want him in your life, to some degree. So yeah, start slow, and and if
that's what I'm doing.
If a friendship, start off with the friendship. Yeah. Those healthy boundaries, man.
More or less giving him the benefactor of the doubt. I'm gonna just ride it with it, see how it goes.
Yeah, definitely. Because unless he's dealt with certain things in his life, he's still going to have arrested development in certain areas of his life, which is going to cause him to respond from a place of trauma of his childhood also. Yeah. So, that's where the understanding, like, okay, well, if he ain't dealing with that, he's just like, he's being disrespectful. Okay, well, he not once taken into consideration your side of it, that he left and hurt you. Yeah. It just, so...
That was what was mind-blowing today, because, like I said, I told my sisters what I said and whatever the hell, right? Mm-hmm. And they told me I was being mean and all this and that, and I was like, well, I'm just getting my side across. And then...
you have an unresolved issue that's burdening you, that's preventing you from moving forward in certain areas of your life that need to be dealt with.
And I deadass said that.
I know you have.
I was like, yo, dude, I hold on this from like high school. That was the time we said that.
You just want resolve from it.
I do. I just want to be like, yo, tell me you're sorry. And he did. He did say he was sorry. At the same time, I'm not gonna fall into that hole of loading until I actually get the whole.
Well, no, because he's gonna fall short of it.
Of course.
So the forgiveness isn't for him.
No,
it's for you.
That's what I did. I expressed that.
And you got to keep telling yourself that. Anytime you start feeling resentment towards him, remind yourself, no, I have forgiven him. I'm letting this go. You're not letting.
Yeah.
You're not letting it go, but you're letting
for me
the control over it that it has over you, because man, unforgiveness holds the heart in so much torment, and people don't even know. It just and it's a torment. It is a torment, a daily torment to be held in that, man. I know.
I feel like that's the reason he didn't want to respond.
Because he was being held in his own torment.
Yeah, that also, and also being the case of, not wanting to do it, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I
we all become good runners. We run to our baseline response that protects us. And that's the truth.
Fight or flight. Fight or flight.
Fight or flight syndrome, yeah.
But now I'm trying to address, you know what I mean?
Heck yeah, man.
The fact that he's actually, it took a minute, bro. It took like 2 weeks.
No, that's all good, dude. It's, you're the freaking warrior for stepping up and facing it.
That's what I told him. I said, hey man, so if you can't make the first move, I'm making the first move. You know what I mean? And they call it the talk we had today, amazing. Like I said, no shit talking, nothing. It was good to hear his voice, you know. And we talked, and he said he was sorry. And he explained himself, and I took that into factor, which, you know, great, you know.
Except the things you can't change.
Yeah. So more or less, I'm going from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm hoping to build a new relationship with him. I want to know my father before he don't have any time left.
Do you have questions like family questions and stuff like that?
No.
Might be some things to think about to talk with.
Well, I just know all my family right now though, and
Okay.
I know that everyone doesn't want to talk to him. I'm like more or less the one that wants to.
Well, okay. What I'm referring to is like your dad's history, his side of
Medical
the family stuff.
Okay, yeah.
His side of the family.
He filled me in today about like some heart problems, and I was like, oh, well, this would be nice to know later in life, right? So yeah, we can talk about that. I don't think the heart problems stem off of genetics. I think it stems off whatever he was doing in his life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we talked. Crazy. He has a tattoo with my name on it. Never knew. He showed me today. I was like, wow, it's a nice tattoo. It is
Wow.
nice. It is
Wow.
a nice tattoo. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, he has all his kids on his name. All his kids on his arm. Yes. I was like, okay, cool. And me thinking he never thought or cared. He told me today, he's like, I lost my phone, I lost all the contacts. And I actually believe him because when I was, not younger, let's say like 5 years ago, I was asking my sisters if they had his number, I could reach out. They told me no. Welling, no, they had his number.
And they kept it from you.
Yep. So I don't know if they were doing that for me or doing it for them, but
I had a family, some family members interfere with the relationship once, and it didn't go well for any one of us. But yeah, I ended up not talking to family, studied family for quite a few years. And it's well.
Everybody has their own bone to pick, and it's like, why can't we just all be like, cool?
Yeah. Well, they think that they've got to protect somebody most of the time, right? When in actuality, you know, that's not the case. You know, it just.
I feel like they're justifying their issues with him by not giving him the time of day to talk to me. I don't know. I'm not gonna take it out on my sisters or anything, but it's just kind of like, come on. I've been asking for years. Like, for the longest time, I didn't even know if he was alive. You know what I mean? It's like,
Wow.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's rough.
Regardless of the resentment or whatever I may feel, I still, this is my dad. Come on.
No, I get it. No, absolutely, I get it.
Like some kind of just a reach out. How you doing? You good? Cool. You know?
I think I'll rename my show Tattoo Therapy. Tattoos and Therapy.
You should.
You know, I mean, because the majority of what we talk about, and not just, you know, you and I, but other people too, is, you know, the things that that really affect us, you know, on a level that, you know, that we got to get out. You know, that we're ready for this change in our lives of this toxic direction that just keeps repeating. And it's just like, okay, well, you know, the only way for me to do that is I have to change my thought process. If something ain't going the way that I perceive it, you know, it should be going, or how I want it,
Yeah.
you know, well, one, I take extreme ownership of my whole life. And so my environment is a product of my thinking.
Yep. Right there with you, man. I'm right here.
And because of that, and knowing that, means I can change it too.
Yeah.
But for me to change it requires my thought processes to be aligned with truth. Mainly truth with myself and being honest with myself. This is being living in truth. You know, that the worst enemy that I have, the way I think, and accepting that, okay, that I have to question my thoughts all the time. Is this, am I thinking process? Am I reacting, you know, am I reacting
justifying? Yeah.
Yes.
Justifying
is this a justifiable?
Yep.
Am I emotionally justified in this? And because I don't want to overreact. I don't, you know, I care about the people around me. I care about them dearly. And I'm finding out how deep I actually love somebody right now, and it's challenging. There's been a lot of challenges with it, and it's
there's one person I wish I never messed fucked up, you know. One person.
well, see, this is where,
I don't know if you're going that way,
well,
but that's why I took it.
yeah, you know, it's still, you know, even within that, right? You know, it's
Right.
by making the right decisions now and stepping forward, you know, exactly what you're saying to the world and to her,
Yeah.
you know, is I am changed. Everything that's happened to me in my life is just been a product of my mind. I understand that. The only way for me to change that is to change my thought process. And I've made the choice by doing it, not by talking about it, about more than actions. Because yes, it's still important to talk about it, because you know it's what drives us. It's what gives us the motivation, is when we share things, when we're like, hey, you know, this is, you know, I'm having a great day, you know, things are going great, you know, it motivates others, you know, and that's
It's the energy of
the fruit of the fruit tree is not for the fruit. I'm sorry, it's not for the tree.
yeah.
It's not for the tree.
I got
The
it.
fruit of the fruit tree is not for the tree. There we go.
That's the truth.
So, gotta let it shine, because it's not for us, it's for those around us, and in a manner that affects their lives that we have no clue. Because just as if we were to walk up to a fruit tree and grab a bunch of fruit and walk off, that fruit tree has no idea where that fruit is going, how it who it's nourishing.
That's a big ass insight.
Yeah, dude, it has no idea whether it's those seeds out of that fruit's going to be planted somewhere else and create something that's going to be, you know. So that's another reason why we have to show up for ourselves, because we, you know, there is a bigger plan beyond ourselves.
Oh, for sure. Destiny is written, man.
I believe we have free will choice in everything that we do. But yes,
Still leads us to our destiny.
yeah,
Crazy. I don't know who I'm going to be in like
Determine now. Determine now.
I'm gonna be the. Well,
Be intentional. Be intentional. No. Be intentional.
Well, I want a fan.
Be intentional.
I want
Be intentional.
I don't know
Why
if
do you
I'm
think?
broken, bro, but I want a family, man, of my own. I want to have, I want to have that bad time when my kid has a fever. I want to be that good dad when my kid wants to go play baseball or some bullcrap. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm talking about now, right?
No, man. So prepare for it.
I don't think I can have kids. I think I told you this last time.
Yeah, that's right. You did.
I think I'm broken. And it costs so much money to test. I don't have it. I'm lucky. I don't have it. It's gotta be,
Honestly, I don't know if I ever. I
I'm
could
okay
either.
with even being a stepdad. Like, I don't know.
There you go. I mean,
Good?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh no, I said stepdad. I don't want to be a stepdad. I'm a stepdad with four wonderful kids. That I dropped the ball on.
It's okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
We ain't perfect.
no. But we do the best we can.
Yeah.
Big old 35 mag. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got
Get in the business.
that big old thing, man. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's like white, almost. Well,
Your finger?
it's as white as my pinky.
That big boy. Rock on!
Gotta pick my nose with it the same as my pinky. No, just kidding. Sorry, that was a little crude. At least I didn't ask if I could pick my butt to say. Oh wait, that's even cruder. Wasn't it?
No judgment over here. I said a lot worse things.
Oh, absolutely, I have.
But yeah, no, nonetheless, man, I got back in contact with my father, dude.
That is awesome.
Yeah, man, I'm actually kind of stoked. Gonna take it, where it goes, see how things are. It is what it is. Put the past behind me. He seemed actually really happy too that I reached out and stuff. So, regardless.
Hey man, seriously, there's healing, healing in your life, if
Yeah.
nothing more, through it, and that's awesome. You needed it.
Yeah, this year's been fucking horrible. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I get it. Yeah.
So like this is kind of like the golden egg at the end of the day. Whether it fucking hatches or not, I'm happy.
The blessing within the broken pieces.
Yes, sir. That's crazy. I never thought this would happen, right? I figured I'd never ever speak to my dad. So I'm actually like stoked. I'm like, oh crap, cool. I'll take it. I'll take it for what it is.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Want another angle?
Yeah, I'll just have it. Yeah, let's go. mean, they're like totally 80s jamming
It
there.
reminds
man.
me of Motley Crue a little bit. I'm like, ooh. I think it's
What you get for free music, right? You know,
Yeah,
it's just
dude.
like
The not copyright.
the not copyright. I wonder if I can copyright it, like,
You can make your own
and collect money off of
beats.
this.
Yeah.
And get rich quick off of it. Get rich quick schemes.
Pennies,
Yeah.
dude. After 100,000, those pennies add up.
Oh, they do too, man.
That's good. That's good.
Guns N' Roses, man. That's what I'm hearing. I hear it on the night train. Yeah.
That's spot on.
Almost like an Alice in Chains feel.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of, what was I thinking of? I was thinking, Puddle on Mud.
Okay.
Johnny the Fisherman. I don't know.
Johnny the Fisherman.
Dude, it was a great song. My name is Mud.
Oh, I was thinking Johnny the Fisherman.
Oh, yeah. That song too.
Oh no, I didn't know a song. I was just gonna make up a song.
My name is Mud.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
Primus.
Final shit. Not quite the bass line, then you know, for the yeah, less Claypool. Yeah.
I love Primus, man. Wait, I think Primus is Johnny's Fish.
Probably.
Okay. Shit. I don't know if that was like the time of like hard metal kind
Shoot, that song, man, I remember about 89, 90.
Yeah. I grew up with some amazing Definitely wasn't like Prince era or anything, but you know, I already have a love for Prince.
Oh, dude, yeah. I think who this reminds me of.
Yeah. That's right.
Kind of like Tesla almost. Yeah, real similar to Tesla. Sucks they have that name right now.
Yeah, weird, right?
It's like, yeah,
Thanks, Elon.
yeah. Thanks for nothing, buddy. Just ruin the name.
Well. Oh shit. I don't know. I was thinking like ZZ Top, but I think there's a little extra for that.
Yeah.
It's got the little, it's got the riffs and all that. But ZZ Top, I don't know, but just the bass line of that, I think that's what it reminds me of.
Anybody?
Hello. Gotta feel it.
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
Trying to get it just for Metallica and all that.
Yeah, no, yeah, I can't.
Different genre. I can't name it.
Oh my God.
There's a lot. I mean,
Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I got it. Just give me a moment. They're from the 90s. Not Dream Theater.
Not System.
No, it's along the lines of like Dream Theater and all that. And golly,
It
yeah.
reminds me of like Lincoln Target, and that's a disgrace. Like, yeah, I could have. The ribs, I like it. Sounds like something that would be on Twisted Metal.
Lady I was working on the sleeve yesterday, we were listening to a bunch of other stuff too. And some of it, I mean, it totally sounds like
the cover up or no?
No, it was yeah, no, this is yesterday. She did Army and stuff. Really cool. Brittany's her name, but yeah, we were finishing up her sleeve yesterday, and but holy cow! What were we talking about? Dang it! Holy cow! What were we just talking about?
Music, not system.
Oh yes, so the music that was coming on, we were trying to guess what sound, exactly just that. Okay, hey, it sounds like it's from this.
Okay.
Sounds like Mortal Kombat. Like the movie Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
We're just like, oh, okay, yeah, because I mean, it was all just soundtrack stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
It was like, all right.
Just like Transformers. All Linkin Park.
All right.
That's crazy. That's cool. For sure. But y'all never get down to it, or?
Yeah, no, some of it was really cool. Some of it was like, okay, what's this?
Right on.
I have no idea who they're emulating here. Was it my music, style of music?
I feel sometimes everyone's just trying to get their own niche, you know what I mean? Like,
And that's what you want to do. You want to take the music and make it yours, no matter what. I mean, even if it does sound similar to somebody else, it's all right. If you make it yours, that's fine. It's yours then.
like play back and all.
Because there ain't there's no new notes to play.
It's
There's
all
no new melodies to play.
Yeah,
It's you can play them on new instruments with new sounds.
All been done before.
Yeah, it's all been done before.
That's why it's like you can't really you can make yourself known, but I mean at the same time, though.
Yeah.
Living the time.
There you go. Heck yeah.
Piece of candy?
I'm good. I appreciate it though.
Or for me.
Yes. Don't forget about he who holds the needles. Bitch. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
An hour later, I got dick on my shit.
Dude, there is an artist I know who has done that.
That's fucked
And
up.
I actually had somebody who was a really good friend of his come in and have me cover it up. Well, not okay. Cover one up that he had done before.
Okay.
On that guy, but I'd seen him do it on somebody else. Now in the middle of it, as I'm tattooing this guy, his name is Jeff. I mean, this guy's like special forces and shit.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So I'm full sleeved out, everything.
Yeah.
So I'm and he's had all these little tiny Japanese waves on him that look like bell heads, man.
No way.
Yeah, dude. It's just like, oh, dude. And he's like, yeah, one thing I can talk shit now. Snake's passed. I was the preacher at his funeral even.
Oh shit.
Yeah. 1% biker. I mean, the real deal.
Outlaw.
Yeah, I mean, this guy was like in World War II in Korea.
Yeah.
It just type stuff. But yeah, so I'm sitting there tattooing him. He goes, I should have known better, man. I watched Snake, tattooing this guy's back in, quite a few years ago before I had Snake tattoo me, and the guy pissed Snake off while he was tattooing his back. So what, and he was doing a hammerhead shark on the guy. So he reshaped the head of the hammerhead shark. Full back piece, dude. Full back piece. I don't know whether it was a true story or not. But knowing Snake, absolutely he did it. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh man. It was highly probable Snake had done that.
Holy shit. Fucking A, huh? I ain't gonna say nothing about it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I just, dude, I had no
Ripping
idea.
in the territory.
I would not be able to do that to somebody. One, you know, I mean, it just, one, I wouldn't want it done to me. So, you know, it just, if I piss somebody off, you know, just tell me. Be like, hey, man, I don't appreciate that.
Right.
Okay, well, hey, then I can work with that. I don't take shit personal. Unless.
Damn, dude. No, he must have said some foul stuff. There's no way someone would do that if they did.
Yeah, no telling.
Like, all right. It's like, all right, well, let's.
Now, I don't know how true it was. There was an artist back in the day who owns. You know, him and his wife owns a very prominent business. So I'm not going to mention names. But he was in Special Forces in the Air Force, and he was sitting there just. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not saying that because I can't. But so, you know, Snake was right there. This guy sitting there talking about how badass they were and everything else. You know, and here's Snake, old man. You know, yeah, World War II, Korea. There were rumors he had been in Vietnam, everything else. Oh yeah, I mean, he just reaches back and just bitch slaps the guy. He says, he called him up. He says, yeah, you ain't nothing but a fucking pussy. I don't know how true it was. I was not there. I mean, but granted, right? So, I mean, even if, say, the guy, not Snake, but the other guy, the chair, Special Forces. Sorry, I'm trying to think of a good name there. Nah, dude. Yeah, attack bees are real shit. They really are. If a pilot goes down, they're the ones going in after. You know, and it just they got a dangerous job.
Oh yeah.
And it's and God bless you guys.
Nothing cheap, man.
And I apologize for every time I made fun of them. But now we're live.
No, my brother's
on the air, so I have to make sure that
my brother flew drones.
Okay.
And yeah, so he was. I'm not gonna say Air Force, but intelligence. You know, flying the UAVs over Afghanistan back in the day.
Alright.
Yeah. You know, he was like in the bunker over there around Las Vegas somewhere, flying 1,000 miles away on this.
But granted, so say this guy, you know, I mean, truly badass.
Oh yeah.
It's not like he's gonna reach back and hit this old man.
Of course not. Of course not. That's why.
So I think it was a little unfair.
Nonetheless, yeah.
Be like, knowing darn well he ain't gonna. One, if he did, he'd probably have a whole half of the outlaw community after him.
Oh yeah.
You know, just for doing that to him.
Sure.
But it just on the physical end of it just okay. I kind of felt sorry for him.
I would too. I wouldn't want to be that dude.
Me and Snake were always cool. Never had any issues, and he didn't get along with many people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people he just old man in his ways, and you know, he wasn't gonna take anybody's shit. He's already been through enough, man.
Hey, see me in 20 years, I'll probably be the same kind of dude.
Like I stormed the beaches of Normandy. You think you scare me? Whoa. Imagine that. I mean, it just. I get it, you know, because I've ran into full-blown riots.
Right.
You know, it's.
That's got to.
You want to threaten me? Threats mean nothing to me.
No.
You know, you can talk.
That's all hearsay.
You know, now if somebody's gonna. If there's imminent harm coming towards me, it's on.
Yeah.
You know, it's just switch gets flipped.
That has.
Switch gets
We
flipped.
ain't playing no more.
Yeah. But I will do it in my power to avoid that. Because I don't.
I'd rather reason with words than violence. when it gets there, thank God I've never been in that kind of atmosphere. But dead ass, same shit. I'm not gonna die. You got me messed up.
Well, this is, you know, it's, well, I ain't going,
It is like
I'm not going down without a fight.
Exactly.
You know, and that's my attitude. It's like, okay, well, you might kick my ass, you might do this, you might do that, but I'm just not going to hand it to you. I'd rather be resolved in other means.
Yes,
but
sir.
if you must settle it in other means, then let's set up a way to go do it at a dojo so nobody gets arrested.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's going to get violent.
Yep. So where what if either or party don't want to stop, that's where it gets crazy.
Oh, my first priority is to stop it within the first, before it gets past 1 or 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And I will do everything in my means to do it.
I don't want to put hands. I'd rather be like, hey man.
Hey, thank you, Barbara.
You know, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a violent person. I never wanted to be. Never was.
My brother used to throw me into fights. I never really saw myself as a violent person, and then I started looking at some of this stuff that I grew up in, and it's like, well, wait a second.
Well, yeah.
Everything that I didn't want to be, everything that I had become, everything that I did not want to be, it just.
That's where I'm finding myself. But I'm not that. I'm a go happy, go lucky person, you know what I mean? But yeah, the last thing I want is that challenge and or confrontation. I don't like confrontations.
Me either.
I'd rather not. I'll say sorry. I'll be the bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Well, that ain't being. It's being the bigger person and de-escalating is what that is. You're showing up for the situation for who you are. You're a peacemaker. You know. And
I just know the harm I can do, and I do not want to. So I'm like, yo.
Well, I've seen guys your size do some phenomenal damage on people, man. And it just.
Well, I've never been in a fight.
Oh, it's even scarier because you get that flight syndrome.
Yeah.
Man. There's no telling why you're.
That's why I don't want to.
See, in a.
I go to jail
From a training standpoint on my end, right? You know, to take somebody that's fresh, that's just starting out, they are more inclined to hurt me than somebody who's been training for years,
right?
Because they don't have as much self-control.
Right.
That's why somebody untrained is more dangerous in some scenarios than somebody who is trained. Because somebody who's trained, what do? They train the scenario of somebody reacting a certain way over and over and over. And I'm sorry, fights are too fluid.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, there's an old Roman saying, you train bloodless battles, that your battles are merely bloody training. In other words, you train it as close to realistic as you can. How do you train somebody going crazy at you?
Exactly, you can't.
To some degree, you can.
You could defend yourself, but that guy is going to do every possibility he can. I'd imagine, right?
Well, there's a few factors that can stop people. One, pain compliance,
Right.
or you know, they can't breathe.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm talking about strikes.
Well, yeah, you could hit somebody.
I don't want to grab a hold of. I'm not going to grab a hold of somebody.
No. My ground game ain't good. Maybe.
I've been training jiu-jitsu since the 80s, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, but I don't want to grab a hold of somebody. I had a gentleman years ago who slipped out of his zip cuffs, spun around and went to tackle me. Mind you, I was loaded down. I was carrying a 37 millimeter grenade launcher with a vest full of munitions.
Right.
And all I could do was pull my rifle out of the way, sit down, my arm went right under him, I put him in a guillotine. The only time I've ever used jiu-jitsu, and I sat back, and all I had was his throat. And I had his whole body. I had him in a full guillotine where he couldn't do anything, but his hands were free. If he would have had a knife or anything in his hands, I would have been toast. And that incident has gone through my mind so many times. It's unreal. Yeah, I've woken up from it in the middle of the night. I mean, it just, yeah. Knew
how quick that could be, right?
Yeah, I mean, because this guy just slipped out, spun around instantly, and I had no time to react. No time to react. All I could do was fall back, and as I did, you know, he fell perfectly into a guillotine. And I'm grateful for the other people that were around that was able to get him back in his cuffs. And that was just staff, you know, who had done a poor job in the first place, you know, of cuffing this individual.
Some rough out of business.
Yeah, it was, man. I ain't gonna lie. It was some rough. We had some rough days. Why the adrenaline was kind of made up for it. I'm gonna say I ain't gonna lie. I
had a good time.
Yeah,
no, a good time.
The adrenaline. I will say I loved the adrenaline of it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, even out thinking of stacking up, man. That's the
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, give me a second.
Hey, you're good, dude. Hey.
Did you feel it? I mean, just thinking about it. Yeah, give me a moment. See, the mind doesn't know the difference between.
I know, but when you relive it, it's totally different.
Yeah.
Hey.
Got them all.
Mad respect. I'm gonna fucking sing. If you cool with that or not?
My drilling started taking over.
He's grabbing a cigarette. I needed a quick little break. Oh. Whew. All right. Oh, man. Excuse me. Oh, man. Leave yesterday just really tore me up. My wrist is itching right where its stitches were. Trying to figure out what song this is. want a little more touch up through here, and I'll just bring out another little piece right here.
Leaf or what?
No, just a little bit of shade. Just a touch that brings that visual acuity of saying, hey, it fills this out. And I think we need to figure out why, before I start filling anything in here, that we get this set in to where anything that we need to bring from up here, we can. But let me get this. I'm gonna do something a little more around. Maybe. No, because we want to add in the rest of that. It looks complete. I'm kind of talking to myself too, right? I'm talking out loud, so this is the area that really stands out to me, needing something. And so sit down, shut up. Yeah, I've definitely found a lot of the times when I think I'm feeling something's gone one way and it's not, and it's gone something else. And it's just like, okay, now I'm really confused, but okay. The point is the less we struggle, the easier it is. I agree. It just one of those little things. Oh wait, no, there's still a few things I need to do up in here. Gotta have that little 7 mag though. Stuff up here. We're gonna rock today. And whiskey bottle, yeah. Guns N' Roses, all the way, all the way. I hear Axl Rose. That kind of threw me off.
It's quick and it hits it.
Oh, you missed the best ones when you were out smoking, man.
Did I?
Yeah.
Damn.
I can rewind it.
That's not you.
The viewer count just dropped to 0. I'm just kidding. Yeah, they're like, no, we ain't listening to that anymore. This is the cheesiest crap.
For real?
Yeah, for real. I apologize to my listening audience. It was horrific, traumatizing. Service officer walks out. You've been served a warrant. You're being sued, sir.
Oh,
court date is.
Give you a court date that was like days ago.
Yeah. It was March 19th. It's April 20th.
Oh,
That's whoops. Oh yeah. Excuse me.
he's a good 4.
Aw, that deserves a 6.
Yes.
That's a 6. That was a 6.
No one.
Yeah, I disagree.
Alright, I'll go with 5.
I'll take the 5. because it wasn't 3. Not just kidding. I'm a haggler, man. Not just kidding. Not really. I like to think I can haggle, but I really don't.
There's always compromise.
Yeah, I've been doing that my whole life. Compromise no more.
So,
Well, I mean, because it's got not showing up for myself now.
yeah.
You know? Because of those I love, I will show up for myself. That way, when they need
all
me
that
most,
matters.
I'm there for them. And that's what matters to me. Me.
Presence is more than anything you could offer. Money, wisdom. I mean, wisdom is a good thing, but
Well, there is a psalm that I really like, and it says, Lord, teach me to number my days, that I might gain a heart of wisdom.
okay.
Hey. In other words, you know, it's let me realize and understand that my days are limited,
Oh yeah.
and because of that, you know, I want to utilize what days I have on this earth the best I can, and the only way to do that is with the heart of wisdom.
Yeah. Yeah. This is getting me like Rage Against the Machine vibes.
I was thinking dolphins. Dolphins were going through my mind. I was like, what the heck? Emo pop.
Yeah, that's I was like, okay, cool. It's fine.
She's a sad, sad girl. Sad, sad girl. Why? Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, man. Why? Gotta add in the whining, man. Oh. Bass player's like, screw it, I'm doing a solo right here. Screw all you guys.
She's like, yo,
Bass players suck. Watch this.
let me do my riff. Come on. You know who Wiley is?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. I crushed on her at their high school. I was like,
Little hottie.
yeah, emo band. But it was a Christian band. I never knew. I never knew until I got.
Oh, you didn't know that? Okay.
No, well, I did.
Just like Skillet. I mean, Skillet's.
Yeah. Falling around me. I'm like, oh. Alright. No, she's got some bangers. I like her.
Back to this. Begin again. Pretty good jam.
It is.
See, not all free music is sucks.
Most of it's great.
Most of it does. Just mostly.
Oh, I was
Just
gonna
kidding.
say yeah.
Oh, okay.
Most of it is good. This is how I get my free beats and I rap on them. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
heck yeah. Oh,
Not this-
absolutely.
Not this in particular. But
Yeah, I do a lot of improv on my bass with
Oh yeah.
Like, I'll get just drum tracks or, you know, bassless drum tracks and stuff like that. And I love improvising.
I respect that a lot. That's
see, for me,
fitting in that groove, man.
I would run this through AI, split it into the stems, and remove the bass. And I hear a totally different bass line.
Yeah.
But that's me.
And it's crazy what removing the. See, I barely knew that or learned that now. Like with removing stems and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh god. Because I bought some DJ equipment. Now I'm trying to sell it, but.
Oh okay.
But I realized what stems was and all this and that, and I was like, holy shit, you can like legit drop off the bass, the drums, everything.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I was like, wow. That's crazy. You can make a totally different song out of whatever song it might be, but just dropping off something, tuning it or whatever. Using, you know, the feeble and whatever, dropping down, whatever. The possibilities are endless.
Endless. That's why I said there's no new notes, but how it's articulated, how it's played, you know, all sorts of different things come into factor when it's done that way.
A lot of DJ learning too. I tried for a couple weeks, but that shit was. It's hard to learn something you've never known, right?
Well, start with the basics. You just keep pushing.
I didn't think I was bad at it, but at the same time, I just don't have the time to, you know, keep on doing it.
Sure.
Even though I do, but I say I don't, right? But
did you enjoy it?
oh, I had a great time.
Dude, set the time aside for it then.
Great time.
You don't have to have an audience. Just do it for yourself, man. You know that, and let that be your veg out time, right? You know, versus going in your going into your thoughts too much. You know, you got to give yourself, you know, some creativity too. Without that creativity, man, we grow stagnant. Yeah. You're creative, dude. You're creative. You're creative. Do it. It doesn't matter whether it sounds good to anybody else. The only way anybody gets better at anything is continuation. I just commit that, hey man, I'm going to do this the rest of my life. My lawyer back about 8 years ago, he was, a DJ. I forget his name, but he was a semi-known DJ in Europe that he used to tour Europe. I mean, and this guy's gone to like Yale and crap like that. Oh yeah. I won't say too much about it, but you know, it's just like wow. And he still, you know, stayed at his house and everything when I went back to Virginia, and he had a
East
room.
Coast or West Coast?
He was in Virginia. Yeah,
Back east?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's where I live. Because there's multiple Virginias.
Oh okay. Yeah, no, state of Virginia. I was in
Same thing.
And he had a room totally dedicated to still DJ, going in there, and he would still do it. He set up everything else, married kids, all that.
Yeah.
But you walk into this room, and it is a DJ setup where, you know, a small room, but that was his downtime, was going back in there and just DJing. And it's just like, it was his release. And I always respected that.
That's not respect. That's his grind, his passion around it. Not even grind. Regardless if he's making money off of it or not, I envy that. That's what I want to get into. You know what I mean? Who cares if I make money off of it or not? I want my passion again. I used to play games a lot, but I don't think games is my passion anymore. You know what I mean? I was always like an introvert of trying new things, learning things. That was my favorite thing, is learning stuff. Would love to learn. More or less, though. I'm just in a hardship right now, so I'm like, oh, I gotta sell the shit that I have, right? But I ain't sold it yet, so.
Wow, that's telling you something. Money comes and goes. You know, but stuff like that, yeah, you know, it's. I ain't telling you what to do, you know.
No, of course not.
But music, man, music is an important part of people's lives. And if that's your connection to it, man, own it. You won't regret it. All right. Take a look. And I want some pictures. I want some pictures.
It always looks good, man.
Oh, I'm gonna have to change batteries too.
Oh my god.
Dude, hopefully that adds to the smiles of the day and those moments of the day that you get to hold on to.
More than you know.
Good, man.
Oh, that was fucking awesome. I felt like I wasn't doing the shoulder tattoos justice because I was getting this one and that one touched. But I was like, man, I gotta get this one done. Bro,
yeah.
I fucking hate, man.
Heck yeah. Okay, have you stand up right about now, right comes towards me. About there. Tell me all my batteries are dead. No!
How dare they?
How dare they die? I'll kill you for dying. You really regret this. That battery's dead too. Oh Lord, that's good. Good enough. I need to charge it, but it'll work. Sweet.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. The detail, yeah, it's in there. You can see it. I love it. That's why I was like, man, I let this one get all shady. So I was like,
Get it all shady.
yeah, I was like, man, I gotta going through the line work and stuff.
I don't have the second skin right now, but
Don't worry about it. I'm good, man. I'll take care of it. As long as I'm lubed up.
whoa, that's not like a personal thing.
Hey, sus, right?
Yeah, too much information, man.
I'll keep it real.
Hey, man. Yeah. I'll keep out of it.
All great shit.
Unfortunately, I do have to use tape because my other rolls haven't come in.
song I had this on. I got the tape right here. My sister ripped that bitch off.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
I had that mark for about 3-4 days.
Ow.
I said, don't do that. She said, nah, this is how you do it. I said, okay.
Dude, that's...
Yeah, no, she was mean.
Brutal.
She was very mean about it.
She laid on down. Hole in the... Yeah. More in the back. Good roll, bud.
I never come in empty-handed. No, stop. I could not.
Well,
I can't.
it didn't happen.
I know. But more or less, next time I come, if I don't have it, then cool. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I couldn't come here empty-handed. Dude, that's just me.
I appreciate it, man.
I could never do that.
I appreciate it, man.
Love you.
Love you too, man.
Alright, buddy.
Heck yeah, you
Thanks,
need anything,
man.
reach out. Seriously.
Sure.
Heck yeah.
I will.
And thank for that, for everything that you did. That's awesome.
Hey.
Heck yeah.
I'm happy, man.
Heck yeah. Sweet.
We'll see how it goes. I'll let you know next time.
Thanks, brother. Heck yeah.
Alright, brother.
Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to be signing off here. I appreciate y'all. And I will see y'all on the next one. If I got anything else coming in, I will sign back on. But until